One powerful strategy as a reader is to have an extensive vocabulary, is to possess it, to consciously read more, to increase more vocabulary. That's how you get a more extensive vocabulary. You gotta read more and incorporate word learning strategies and use new words as you encounter them. So you're gonna have word learning strategies. So as you encounter new words that you don't know, so you're going to learn them, right? And then you're going to use those new words so that you retain the information from learning them. Do you ever get that frustrating feeling when you come across a word you don't know? Well, we mostly can use this strategy to figure words out through context. So context is basically looking closely at that word that you don't know, and then you look at the words surrounding it, the sentence that it's in, okay, and the words that surround it to figure it out. So we use ideas, IDEAS, to figure out the unknown word. Okay, this is an acronym. The I stands for inference. Jane Goodall arrived at Tanzania's Gombe Stream National Park in 1960. She was considered somewhat unconventional among other animal researchers. After all, she had not yet been to college. Okay, so the word that let's say we do not know is unconventional. As you already have learned, you're to circle, or in this case, underline words that you do not know. But you don't just move on. You have to figure it out before you move on. Okay? So the word unconventional, when we look at the sentence that it's in, it says she is somewhat unconventional among other animal researchers. This tells us that she's different from the others. So I think maybe unconventional means different. But I'm inferring here. So of course, I would keep reading the rest of the article to confirm what I think or revise my meaning. D equals definition. So the author expects, hey, I'm going to put this word in here and you probably won't know it. So I'm going to build the definition right here in the sentence, right in the wording. So let's look at this example. She was considered somewhat unconventional among other animal researchers. She hadn't been to college yet, and this made her different and unexpected. Okay, so this now it's written a little differently, but let's say you did not know the word unconventional, but look how they put the definition right there in the next sentence. She hadn't been to college yet, and this made her different and unexpected. So therefore, I would, because of the definition is built in near it, say that unconventional does mean different and unexpected. E stands for example. So an example somewhere between inference and definition, it can use a transitional phrase like, for one thing, to show you that it's an example. Let's look at the same word used in this sentence. She was considered somewhat unconventional among animal researchers. For one thing, she hadn't been to college yet. Okay, so they're given an example of unconventional and that it's different because she is different because she hadn't been to college yet. A stands for antonym. An antonym means a word that is opposite of another word. Let's look how an antonym is used here. Goodall was unconventional. She didn't conform and she wasn't ordinary. Okay, so it's saying she's unconventional and that's not conforming and it's not ordinary. So it's the opposite of conforming and being ordinary. S stands for synonym. So a synonym is a word that has a similar meaning to another word. It's kind of like a definition. Jane Goodall was unconventional. She was a nonconformist. She went against the grain. So here we've got synonym of nonconformist and against the grain to help us understand what unconventional means. So all of these examples were using our context clues, text that's around the word we do not know. Here is your declaration. I will use context clues and other strategies while I am reading to build up my extensive vocabulary. I will use the new words in my own writing or when speaking. Your activity for this module is using the provided article, complete the vocabulary chart with the given words, and then add your own unknown words to the chart. So you can add to the chart. Remember to use context clues while you are reading to help you figure out unfamiliar words.